So you guys are probably wondering why I'm basically outdoors on a bike and it's a fishing channel. Well, not the outdoors bit. So basically what I'm doing today is trying out a micro fishing rod on a small brook. So hopefully there's big fish out of small brooks. Yeah, so I'll get back to you guys pretty soon when I've got my bearings and got to the spot. Google Maps is my saviour. You can see my reflection there, it's like a vlog. Except I'm just hiding my ugly mush behind the screen. Anyways guys, I'm getting to that brook and I'll be there in a few minutes. So I'm pretty sure I'm going down this path here, following that route down, and I've dropped some love arts on spots where I want to fish. It's not a big brook, I don't know if you can see. It's quite small and these are like the widest parts, so I'm just hoping that there's some fish at all with this absolutely tiny fishing rod. I mean, when I get there I'll show you guys what it's about, it's crazy. Anyways, I'll see you again soon. I keep interrupting the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. So I'll get back to you when I'm actually at the spot. Yeah, so below and behold guys, yeah, I found a few more interesting things on the way, so I've just chucked them in. I always do that, I always think, oh well, I'm just going to the fishing spot, but I'm actually not. I'm looking at something interesting and documenting it on camera. So if you're interested in this, keep watching. If not, it's only going to be an extra minute or so, don't worry. Man, this place is so beautiful. Like, I used to come here as a kid. Never got the chance to fish it or anything like that. But I do remember having many adventures of just going on mad ones around here on hot summer days. It's proper nice. Okay, so yeah, I see the brook, it's just under this bridge at the minute. The question that I didn't think of was finding a way down, so let's look into that and see if we can access this brook. Yes, we've made it to the brook and we've not had rain in ages. The water's pretty clear, which isn't too bad, and it's a fairly nice spot. I mean, it's under a few bridges and I've never known this place. This is basically on my doorstep. I'm going to try and move further downstream where I've saved a few good, what I consider to be good locations on Google Maps, and hopefully we can get something there. By the way, just to forewarn you guys, I have not brought any bait except for some fake worms, which are like a last resort. I've not even brought a trowel to dig up any bait, so I'm just going to be utilising a stick and hoping that we can get a catch off just some natural bait. Considering this hasn't been fished, I think the fish are just 100% used to eating natural bait that just falls in the river, so fingers crossed guys. Now I was actually going to take a picture of this. I mean, it's so picturesque and peaceful around here. Like, this is actually really nice. Definitely come here again. The only problem is I've lost the brook, so I'm going to take a few seconds just to chill out, get my bearings and see if I can access them points that I really want to fish. Alright, so the brook is literally nowhere in sight. I'm presuming it's over there. So, time to get back down and have a ganders. Okay, so I'm here on the footpath. It definitely didn't look as big on the map, but I know that the brook gets closer to the footpath around here. So what I'm going to do is go a bit further up until I see the edge of the field on that side, and then figure out a way to either get on the field or on that little bit there. I'm just hoping that this goes to plan, because as I've been looking there, there it's fenced off, so there's no way I'm getting through that. Do you know what as well? I know I keep waffling rubbish, but I've seen a lot of railway pillars here, sleepers, sorry, and these rocks are definitely from a railway as well. So I'm pretty sure that this at one time was a railway, which is pretty interesting. Didn't think it was possible, but seriously, the plan could not have gone better, guys. The brook, according to the map, should be round here. Get my rod set up and hopefully get some fish caught. Now this is definitely looking promising. We've got a nice strong water flow. Access to it looks really beautiful, peaceful, and I reckon that there's some fish down in those reeds there. So let's sling a worm in and hope for the best, guys. Okay, so you're probably wondering how much fishing gear I've got on me. And I'm not even joking when I say this. The rod, the reel, everything except for the bait is literally in this bag. And the bait is in the mud down there. So I'm just hoping to God that there's some nice juicy worms out here so I can sling them in the river. If not, I've got backup bait, which is some fake worms. Little did I know, I forgot to pack them. But I reckon we should be good, because we did have a slight bit of rain and the soil's looking dark there, so I'm going to grab a stick, get spading or shoveling, and hopefully get some good bait. Right, so I found this big chunk of metal, and I think this is going to be my digging tool, and my bait box is just a little Kinder Surprise egg. So let's see if this works. Oh, I knew something would catch me out. Ugh. There literally seems to be no sign of life. I've been digging for a good while now. Just breaking every tiny bit of mud up as I possibly can. Oh, the knot I'm using, this is a 3-turn grinder knot, so I've already wet it. And this, it just basically slides down, locks into place. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite surprised that the line that come with it is actually reasonably decent. Sorry, just biting off a bit of excess line. Yeah, so that's quite surprising, like, considering what I've paid for this thing anyway. Ah, that's right, I forgot. I've only brought my float fishing set, which requires bait, which means, yep, there's no way I'm using a fake worm. What an absolute idiot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find my own bait. Hopefully we'll dig up a worm, get back to you guys in a second. I'm gonna try the riverbank because I think that's the next best option. So I'm gonna head down there now, and hopefully there should be some worms just lying around ready to be caught or found. After hours and hours and hours of digging, I could not find a single worm until I found some little, I wouldn't even consider them worms, but they were just lurking in the riverbank. So that was basically the bait for the entire day. Now this looks really precarious. Oh, Lord help me. Guys, I have found a worm. It may not be big, but it's worth a chance. And I think there might be a few more where this come from. Okay, so I left the GoPro recording that whole time. Let's see how this works out. You know what, a lot better on the casting. You know what, the second that hit the water, it started raining. Smashing. Okay, so here comes the rain again. Quite dramatic rain. Yep, I'm going to reel in, get back under the tree. Oh, that is cold. Better grab my bag. That's got my phone in there and everything. Do not want to get that wet. Fishing tackle should be okay. I mean, it's pretty much made to be wet. Okay, so the rain seems to have died down a slight bit, so I'm going to go out and just trot this worm down a second time. I mean, I'm not seeing any activity of fish. I mean, I'm holding so little hope for anything decent coming out. But I want to try and get it just over there in the far bank. Cover up my camera. I look like a right weirdo because there's some women getting horses out over the way. And I'm just stood there with a fishing rod in the middle of the field with rain, talking to myself. I think there is just an absolute ton of weed under here, and I appear to be getting snagged on them. Now, before anyone complains, oh, that's nice. That's a beautiful bit of blue glass or something. Oh, wow. Looks really nice, that. Let's see if we can get that out. Just hope it's not broken. Oh, there goes. Wow. Wow. I tell you what, that is a keeper right there. I mean, that is beautiful. Do you know what? I'm quite interested in bottle digging. I mean, the colouring and everything. You know, they don't make bottles like they used to, do they? It's even got like some print on the base of it there. That is really nice. I'm taking that back. I'm going to wash it up. Like, this is mint. Okay, this is really strange. This, some sort of weird cloth, was literally stuffed in the end of it. If anyone digs bottles, or you know anyone that digs bottles, yeah, please let us know what this is. I mean, it was just literally scrunched up. It looked more like a leaf, and it was just jammed in the end like that. It's quite interesting. I'm definitely taking that back. I mean, something to look at, innit? Yeah, so I was pretty much right. Like, these are legitimate railway tracks on both sides. So what we're walking on at the minute is probably an old piece of history. This probably goes down to the ship canal, the Manchester Ship Canal, or the River Irwell, as it's also known. It's probably deliver goods either from Liverpool up there to anywhere else, really. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, there should be another access point to this brook. I mean, I can basically see it, but there's not really much way down there. This looks a lot more promising, guys, because I've seen a path going down that way. And basically I can probably access the brook easier on this side of the bridge. So I'm going to head down there, and hopefully it'll take me right to the bank of it, where there's no nettles, thorns, knotweed or anything like that. So that's smashing. Oh God. Wow. So it definitely widens out, but I don't think I'm going to have a good chance there. Oh Jesus. Well, this is weird. See, this is why I love fishing. Like, I never knew a place like this was just on my doorstep. I mean, yeah, it's pretty beautiful. But it goes to show it must get pretty high considering there's two bridges. I don't know where this leads to, but it doesn't look too great. A lot of iron in the soil over there, but never knew I lived near a nice little river like this. This is beautiful. So it looks like you have two access points up here, following it down. So I'm going to try and follow it down and see. In fact, they might actually be, if there's fish, they're more than likely under here. But prob's best going a bit further downstream and seeing if there's a better spot, because it's getting late now and I'm going to try and find the best spots so I'm not wasting any time. Okay, so it seems like the path here is literally just fenced off completely. I didn't expect it to be this decent. I mean, considering more further upstream it wasn't nothing like this. But yeah, might even be trout in here with the size of it here. It's getting pretty much a small river now. So anyway, I'm going to cycle a bit further down because there's no way in here, and then hope that I come across it, because I did not see somewhere like this on Google Maps, and it is pretty nice. definitely a treasure trove, somewhere where I'll definitely just ride up to just on a casual day or something like that. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. Let's get a fish caught. Yeah, I did appreciate my own optimism at that point. Like, I did actually genuinely think I was going to catch a fish, but unfortunately, after looking at it afterwards, there was no way that that thing was holding fish. But it was still a good day out, and it just goes to show sometimes fishing isn't about the catch, but the experiences you bring back. Some nice cows there. Do you know what? I never thought when I set off today just to go to that little bit of a brook, that end out in the countryside. Like, that's what it's just an incredible adventure, you know what I mean? Like, you set off to do something small, put a bit of little effort in it, and then you're out here enjoying life, getting healthy, a bit knackered, but it's been a good day. Even though I've not caught, I've discovered a lot of new places and things, so I'm happy, I'm quite satisfied. Not every blank has to really be a blank. You know, it's what you get out of it. It's at least you've left the house, you know what I mean? I'll stop this loser talk now because I've not caught a fish, but fingers crossed when I reset this rod up, we'll have something on the end of it. How about that? So apparently I'm coming up to some sort of nature reserve. No through road, no public access. No public access? I'm not a member of the public, I'm a fisherman, guys. Google Maps basically took me here, and if there's a nature reserve at the end of it, I'm going to explore said nature reserve. Maybe it means for cars, I don't know. Sort of have rambler's rights for being on a bike.